NBC 15 weather with Chief Meteorologist Thomas Gieboy.
Good evening, Gulf Coast. We're going to go ahead and start off in the tropics, where we're still watching a disturbance in the north central Atlantic off the east coast of the United States. Low chance that develops, not likely going to cause any issues. Of course, we're watching Tropical Storm Erin. We'll talk more about that in just a moment, but we're also watching a new disturbance that's in the western Caribbean that's eventually going to move into the southwestern Gulf as it crosses Belize and the Yucatan Peninsula. And as it enters the southwestern Gulf, the National Hurricane Center giving this a low 20% chance of developing, but it looks like it's going to continue to move either to the west or to the northwest, eventually back into Mexico. So this won't cause any concerns for the northern Gulf Coast, regardless of development or not. Now let's go ahead and talk about Tropical Storm Erin. Still has winds of 45 miles per hour and is moving pretty quickly to the west, around 20 miles per hour. It's forecast to gradually strengthen as it moves into warmer waters and into a more favorable environment. The National Hurricane Center still forecasting this to become our first hurricane of the 2025 season, and as it approaches the Leeward Islands and Puerto Rico by this weekend, still projecting it to become a major hurricane, having it becoming a Category 3 by 7 o'clock in the evening on Saturday. And the question is, what is Erin going to do past this point? Now, as we've talked about the last day or so, it looks like the models take it mainly to the west before eventually turning it more towards the north before it reaches the east coast of the United States. So it looks like for the most part, this isn't going to cause any foreseeable concerns to the Gulf, but we're still very early on in the process here. There's still plenty of time to watch, but again, as of right now, it doesn't cause a concern for the Gulf. And the reason why forecast models are showing that northerly turn is because it's being steered currently by a ridge of high pressure pushing it from east to west. And as we move into this weekend, you can see two high pressures, one over the southeastern United States and one over in the central Atlantic. It looks like a weakness is going to develop between these two high pressures, and that's going to allow Erin to move to the north. Now, where that northerly turn happens, that's still unclear. We still have quite a bit of a spread in when it comes to the forecast models, so we'll continue to watch and we'll continue to keep you posted. But at least for now, there are no tropical threats to our stretch of the Gulf Coast. Hopefully it stays that way. Now back closer to home, we've seen tropical showers and storms thanks to a low pressure that slowly worked its way in from the Gulf, and we're still looking at some showers out there tonight, mainly in Baldwin County and in Escambia County. But thanks to all this moisture in place, really at any point during the overnight hours, and there will even be a chance that wet weather finds you before things could ramp up even more as we approach daybreak tomorrow morning. And you can see that by 6 o'clock in the morning could be a soggy Wednesday morning commute. So you might want to go ahead and plan ahead and build in some extra time for that drive as well. Times of heavy showers and storms will be a possibility, where we can't rule out some heavy rain. Showers and storms likely become a little bit more scattered as we move into the second half of the day, but still keeping a pretty good chance through the afternoon. Then things look to calm down a bit from Wednesday night into Thursday morning. And as we go into our Thursday, that deep moisture starts to exit, and we'll move into a more typical summertime pattern with daily pop-up showers and storms. And by that point, our temperatures will also be warming up. We'll talk more about that in just a moment. Right now, here's a live look outside. Beau Rivage Tower camera looking towards downtown Mobile. You can see those low cumulus clouds zooming in from the south. Really cool view right there. Currently sitting at 77 degrees, and there's no lack of humidity at 96%. Temperatures tonight only falling to the 70s, almost a copy-paste from what we saw last night. And outside of any showers, we'll mainly see mostly cloudy skies. So we look at our bus stop forecast for our Wednesday. Temperature starting off in the 70s, and you can see through the first part of the day, better than a 2 in 3 chance that wet weather finds you. And then by the afternoon, still better than a 50-50 chance, as daytime highs will be climbing into the mid and upper 80s. Make sure that your kiddo has some rain gear or the umbrella as they head to school tomorrow. Those daytime highs, mid to upper 80s, a little bit warmer than what we saw out there today, and outside of any showers and storms, you can expect mainly partly sunny to mostly cloudy skies. On our 7-day tracker, it's a good chance for those scattered showers and storms on our Wednesday. Then you can see those rain chances going back down to typical summertime levels for our Thursday and Friday, around 40 to 50%. But as our rain chances go back to normal, so do our daytime highs. We'll likely see low 90s to end the work week, with highs in the mid 90s this weekend, with lows staying steady in the 70s.
All right, thank you, Thomas.